Earlier this month, a Pittsburgh hotel was the site of a hip-hop award show that shined a spotlight on local talent. Joining me now to talk about the event is national concert promoter and special events planner Dwayne Muhammad of 360 Entertainment. Young man, I'm proud of you. You are doing a good job. You actually are an international, I said national, but you're on the international scene. You're going across to the motherland, aren't you?
Yes, sir, since 1993.
And what do you do?
Manufacture exotic skin shoes in Ghana.
Now, the animal rights activists don't come out against you for that, do they?
No, they don't.
Okay, so you're doing all right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what about the concert scene?
I'm a national concert promoter. I've been doing shows for 10 years now.
With whom?
Starting back with Foxy Brown was my first artist here in Pittsburgh. First national was the Kings of Comedy Tour.
And you did the Kings of Comedy Tour?
I did the after parties for each city.
Wow, that must have been something. Can you talk about it? There's some things that happen at the after party you can't tell.
Right. Let's just say I helped Cedric the Entertainer find his wife.
We'll leave that right there. Okay. Now, you had an event earlier this month that was right here in Pittsburgh at a downtown hotel. Thousands of people turned out. I'm told everybody had a great time. And you were really aiming at bridging the gap. What gap are you talking about?
I was trying to bridge the gap between our pioneers in the city, such as Sly Jock, Nick Nice, and
Sly Jock's my man. You know that, don't you?
Yes, indeed.
All right, okay.
Bridging the gap between the hip-hop pioneers in the city and our youth.
I didn't know Nick Nice was a pioneer, man. He doesn't look that old to me.
He's 40-something years old.
Is he?
He's been carrying the records for Sly Jock since day one.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's a brother, too, you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. At any rate, tell me about the event and how it turned out. I didn't go, but I heard nothing but good things about it, man.
Yes, it was a blessing. We had overwhelming success at the event. I was able to secure the Grandmaster Melly Mel, who was just inducted last week into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. So that week started.
Talk about pioneers.
Yeah. Yes, he was one of the co-hosts along with Paradise, the architect, a former member of X-Clan.
Yeah.
With the event, we wanted to shine a spotlight and bring the industry to Pittsburgh for the overwhelming talent that we have in the city.
What's the buzz? What were people saying, man?
Before or after?
Yeah, before, after. Before and after. I want to know the before.
Well, as soon as we put the word out on the website, we started getting hits immediately. So it let us know that it was an ideal whose time has come. So, but since the award show, I mean, at the award show, we had over 1,000 people, guys and women from all over the city, different neighborhoods. We didn't have one incident. It was a great time.
That's because you had security. You had guys bigger than you down there. I heard guys was blocking out the moon down there. They were so big.
It wasn't that. It was everyone came for the right reasons.
Since you've touched on that, hip-hop really takes a beating from older folks like me sometimes, because a lot of people are not aware of particularly some of the underground performers who still got a message in their music, like some of those pioneers that you talked about, like Paris and other people, and that never gets any airplay. What can you do to get these kind of people out, to get a message out, so it's not all just about big butt women and shaking that thing?
Well, I think that was another reason that I had to come and bridge the gap. The youth need to know that it's more about it than sex, drugs, and jewelry. So with them, a lot of the artists, for the first time, that was their first time meeting pioneers in this city. They heard about them, but they never had that connection. So
were they accessible to the crowd?
Right there for everyone. Paradise
and all of them, they got out there?
Right there. Took pictures, gave them counsel, gave them words of advice. So, I mean, it was a great time. So, I think they left with something on their mind.
Now, notice on the website you posted a lot of the winners. Some of the people I voted for didn't win, but we won't, you know, I'm a little bit out of it maybe on the hip-hop scene, but I did vote for a lot of people. Well, what happened with the winners? Were they happy? Were they ecstatic that they were winning?
Winners was ecstatic.
Yeah.
Even a lot of the people who didn't win, they came to me and said, you know what? That's okay. I'm going to work harder for next year to become a winner.
Now, you wanted to bring this home after going all around the world. You wanted to do something for Pittsburgh. Why?
Yes. It's hometown. So I was just in Atlanta with the BET Hip Hop Awards. And when I was at that event, it sparked something in me. I said, you know what? I have to come on back to Pittsburgh and help bring it home for the city.
What's going to make Pittsburgh hit, like the Dirty South or the West Coast or the East Coast sound? Is Pittsburgh going to need to develop its own sound? Has it already done that? And is it just not out there? What's it going to take for Pittsburgh to really bloom on the hip-hop scene?
I think they have their own sound, but more importantly, they just have to keep pushing. You know what I mean? Events like we just had, we have a free music conference coming up in February where we're going to bring in about 5 major label A&R reps. We're going to bring in different people that specialize in different parts of the industry to teach these artists, you know what I mean, what they need to know to move forward.
How can people participate in that seminar?
They can go to the website, www.pittsburghhiphopawards.com, and the information will be posted next week.
All right, we'll get that website again in just a second, but what do they need to know? What do they need to do to be prepared to attend the seminar?
They need to be prepared with an open mind, a notebook and pad. They can bring their music in hand so it can be critiqued from A&Rs, and just be ready to, suck up the wisdom.
And they'll learn a lot about their music and about publishing it and getting it out there for the people to hear and buy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I want you to know, man, I heard a lot of great things about this event, and I congratulate you on it.
Thank you.
And I hope that you will continue to do that so that the young people can prosper in our town.
This is just the first year. It's going to be an annual event, so get ready for January 2008.
We'll have you back on to promote it before it happens next time.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Dwayne. For more information on the upcoming hip-hop seminar, go to www.pittsburghhiphopawards.com.